Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Mindful Art Space. Today, we're creating a piece that helps us process something we all know too well: overwhelm. I'll be using tempera paint sticks and a black acrylic marker. I've picked 5 random colors. No plan, no pressure. Just letting instinct lead. Then I'll make a grid of undulating lines and fill each space with repetitive, curved doodles. Before we begin, just a quick reminder, this video is sped up. Please take your time. This isn't about the finished art, it's about the healing you experience along the way. Let's breathe together. Inhale peace and exhale tension. Now let's begin. As you start laying down color, notice your body. Feel your shoulders drop a little. Let every stroke be an exhale. This is your safe space, a small pocket of calm inside the noise. Overwhelm often sneaks up on us. A few unfinished tasks, a few growing responsibilities, and suddenly it feels like the air gets heavier. But today, we're turning that energy into something different, into art, into rhythm, into release. For me, overwhelm begins when I feel pulled in too many directions. I love focus, being fully present with one thing at a time. But let's face it, life doesn't always work that way, right? So when life demands multitasking, something inside me tightens. I make long lists, one task after another, and even when the list is full, I somehow keep adding more. It's like I'm racing against a clock only I can hear. Part of it comes from my need for control. I don't like to ask for help because I fear things won't be done, quote, right. I tell myself it's faster if I just do it myself. But when I look closer, I realize it's not about control. It's about fear. As a child, everything felt unstable for me. Life changed quickly and I couldn't stop it. Now, as an adult, I try to create safety by managing every detail. But control can become a cage. When I can't keep every plate spinning, anxiety creeps in. Overwhelm isn't just too much to do. It's the feeling that if we drop one thing, the whole world will fall apart. Psychologically, overwhelm is mental overload. Our brain hits its limit, and the nervous system stays on high alert. That alert system, fight or flight, was built to protect us from danger. But now it reacts to deadlines, notifications, and expectations. Emotionally, it feels like anxiety or irritability. And underneath, often, guilt. Because we think we should be able to handle it all. Physically, the body speaks too: fatigue, headaches, tight shoulders, shallow breathing, and restless sleep. Spiritually, we disconnect from intuition. We lose that quiet guidance from our higher self. But overwhelm is not weakness. It's a signal from the body and spirit saying, you're doing too much without grounding. That's where mindful art becomes powerful. Art therapy engages the senses: color, texture, motion, to gently discharge anxious energy. Each stroke of color, each repeating pattern, tells your nervous system, you're safe now. Through this creative healing, the body shifts from fight or flight into rest and restore. The same peaceful state that meditation or prayer brings. And when we weave in law of attraction or manifestation principles, art becomes a spiritual practice of redirection. You're no longer focusing on chaos. You're affirming trust. I can create beauty from uncertainty. That's energetic alignment. That's emotional healing through art. As I worked on this piece, something beautiful happened. I had chosen 5 random colors, shades I wasn't sure would blend, and yet they came together effortlessly. It reminded me how life works. Sometimes the moments that make no sense at first become the most meaningful combinations later. As I drew those repeating lines, my breathing slowed. The lines didn't have to be perfect. They just needed to flow. And in that flow, I felt calm again. I realized I don't need to control everything. I only need to stay aligned with my highest self. Because from that place, life finds its own harmony. When I feel anxiety building now, I quietly whisper, "It's going to be okay." Resistance to what is, to imperfection, to uncertainty. The law of attraction reminds us what we resist persists. When we focus on chaos, we attract more chaos. When we focus on peace, we magnetize calm. Art gives us a tangible way to practice that shift. Every line you draw says, "I choose calm over control. I choose gratitude over guilt. I choose flow over perfection." Each time you repeat that choice, you rewire your energy. You teach your mind to look for harmony, not tension. Over time, this becomes natural. You begin to catch yourself before the spiral starts. You remember, my best is enough. And when that belief roots itself, your vibration rises. Manifestation feels easier because your energy matches trust, not fear. That's when life begins to flow again. Not because everything's perfect, but because you are aligned. There's a sacred kind of peace that comes with surrender. Not giving up, giving over. It says, I trust the timing, I trust the process, I trust myself. In this art piece, those random colors found harmony because I stopped trying to force them. Maybe that's the message from the universe today. Beauty is born when you release control. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, let this be your reminder. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to do one thing at a time. You are not behind. You are healing. Even now, even here. As you finish your piece, take a moment to look at it. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be yours. You turned anxious energy into creative flow, and that's a powerful act of healing. Thank you so much for painting with me today. If this session brought you peace, please like this video, share your reflections in the comments, and subscribe so we can keep creating art that heals. Remember that you're not meant to do everything, only what aligns with your peace. And if no one's told you today, I love you, and I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much again for spending your time with me. Let's keep creating art that heals. Bye for now.